Tell some funny jokes, white boy. What? Tell some funny jokes, Bill. What? Tell some funny jokes, white boy. I said, tell some funny jokes, Bill. You already know what we reacted to today. Let's go ahead and tap into it.
You know my squad. You know my squad. I said, now ain't nobody messing with my squad. You know my squad. You know my squad.
Subscribe squad, and it's another day, it's another dollar. It's time for another freaking reaction, because that is what we do. You look at me and I look at you. You look at me and I look at you. You look at me and I look at you. That is what we do. Now, before we go ahead and react to some more Bill Burr, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that sub button. I need you to hit that bell button, big dog. Because you can ring my bell. Ring my bell, ring it. That we know every single time, literally every single time that I drop a new video. Not only that, but Scribe Squad, we have this goal trying to get to 20K subs by the end of the year. I know for a fact that we do it. You know, I know we do it. I'm out here getting it. You're out here getting it. We'll go ahead and get it together and get to 20K subs. Now, with that being said, big dog. I also have a new single that dropped. It is called Let Him Go. And if you haven't checked that out, please click the link in the description below. I appreciate all the support with my career. I enjoy doing these reactions, making you laugh, whatever the case is, so that you have a better day. Now, one of my favorite white boys, Bill Burr. We haven't reacted to this specifically. It's this little bit that he had on Conan. So let's get our laugh on. It's a great way to start your day. Great way.
For family, I relate to it because it's about parenting in the 70s, and that's, you know, that was when I was parented like you. What do you think of parents now? How do you compare them to parents in the 70s?
Oh, it's just completely, the kids have so much power. It's like ridiculous. Like half of these kids, I'm like, I look and I just have what happened to me. And I'm like looking at a kid and be like, this kid's about ready to get punted across the grocery store. And it just never happens.
Right.
They just don't get hit. And I think it's hurting this country.
You're mad. Wait a minute. No, like, let's get this. You're mad that children are not being hit.
This should be the threat of it. Half of it was just that, look, it was just your dad was acting like he was going to do it. He never did it, but your mother did. And because she was a woman, it was like, okay. Because it was like, hey, you let a girl beat you up, you kind of felt emasculated.
Yeah.
We had a rule, like, a lot of the stuff that I look at from when I was a kid that actually kind of made sense in a way would now be considered like abuse, I guess. Like when I was a kid, if you didn't finish your supper, as we called it.
Supper, yeah.
Yeah, my mother was just like, well, you're gonna finish, she would just wrap it in cellophane and you just picked up where you left off for breakfast. like a blue collar job. Like you take the shovel out of the hole and just start digging it again. So, yeah, I remember one night we had cube steaks, which is like one of the toughest pieces of meat. I don't know if you guys, everything's so like Asian-infused Wagyu beef. Everybody's eating that crap now. But cube steak was like, literally had to hit it with a hammer to make it like edible. And so we were having cube steaks. And I forget, my little brother was still in a high chair and he couldn't finish his. So my mother goes, all right, well, you're just gonna have to eat it for breakfast. And that was like 8 hours away, which was like half his life. So we was like, I'll take that deal. So the next morning, I remember we were having waffles. My mother always made Sunday breakfast. So we had all these waffles, eggs, bacon, this whole layout. My brother was looking at half-eaten cube steaks and a little mound of green bean casserole. And he goes, so he looked at my mom, he goes, Mom, can I have a waffle? And she goes, no, you gotta finish your supper. He's like, well, after I finish my supper, then can I have a waffle? She goes, no, that is your breakfast. And he goes, oh, Mom, I hate you. And my dad, without looking up, took a full glass of milk and threw it in his face. Swear to God, this is what kills me. What kills me.
You want everyone today to have as miserable a childhood as you had.
No, but it was kind of funny. We know what's hilarious was my mother just popped up and just immediately started cleaning up, and my dad just kept eating. Like he didn't like the roles were defined back then. Now the guy has to throw the milk, he has to clean it up while telling his wife she's brave for just sitting there. Like whatever that is. Can you hear it? Oh, I know. Women are so overrated, right? We went from
Wait, what?
We went.
Wait, what?
We went
Wait, what?
We went from not listening to them to now it's ridiculous. Like that Believe women. It's like all of them. How about 85%? I'll give you 87%, all right? But that last 13% that keys your car, lights your shit on fire, and puts a family pet in a pot of stew.
Who put a pet in a pot of stew?
Glenn Close.
Oh,
Glenn Close, yeah.
That's, okay, all right. I think it was a separately boiled.
You know what I miss? I miss, tougher parenting and evidence. Those are the things that I miss from my childhood.
Evidence?
Yeah.
You mean
Due
people...
process.
Right.
Somebody says something happened, and then someone else goes, well, I said it happened this way, like the old gumshoe shows. Then they had to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't exist now on social media. It's just
Right.
it's just frontier justice.
Right.
You feel how nervous everybody just got in here? The fact that I just suggested that there should be due process? This guy's talking crazy, man. Did he just join ISIS? This is what it is.
Yes, no, what I'm saying.
And then the woos that they agreed, but they didn't agree when it counted.
We'll digitally add woos, don't worry. We have the woo machine. You are way too angry. 50 is still relatively young. You have the anger of a 110-year-old man. All these telephones.
I can't argue.
Wow. Yeah, he's a little angry. He's the definition of a man who's mad that the world has changed. He's funny, though. Don't get me wrong. He's funny. But he's mad. Oh, you're mad? Like... I do agree with some of the stuff that he says. Is that there is this kind of like presumed agreement that goes on in our society today without further investigation. Like Jussie Smollett or Juicy, according to Dave Chappelle. Maybe we should have further investigated. Now, I'm going to be honest. As a black person, I was like, that didn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I was skeptical. I didn't just automatically be like, woo, boo-hoo, Jesse, boo-hoo, Jesse. I had some questions that popped up. Like, what were you doing walking in the middle of the night in Chicago? That's a whole nother. Just watch my reaction on that. Anyway, but there is this presumed disagreement, and I feel like that is wrong in our society. Now, as far as the getting hit situation, you know, like I don't think that's necessary. That's necessary. I really don't think that you need to hit your children. I'm gonna be 100% honest. To a certain extent, I feel like that's lazy parenting. Like, and it's just. I think that all children should be disciplined, but to the extent that you actually have to hit them, I honestly feel like in today's time, you take a child's tablet away from them, that's way more of a punishment than a hit is just a second. All you're teaching when you hit your children, in my opinion, now do what you want to do with your kids. All you're teaching when you hit your children is not what it is that you want them to teach. It's just not to get caught. Because then it hits and then it stings and that's it. I think that actual punishment, like you're on restriction, take your phone away. You can't watch TV for a certain amount of hours. I'm even here with writing standards. I'm like, I will not do blah, 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 blah 100 times. Like that actually has a more of a lasting effect. And like it teaches a form of discipline than actually hitting your children. That's my opinion. Like I said, do what you want with your kids. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it. That's just my opinion. But he does have a point, like I said, when it comes to just this, like, we just automatically just assume like certain things. I don't think we should automatically assume. I think we should have further investigation. So there's a lot of social media trials out there, like, where it's just like, oh, this person's guilty. Oh, this person's like, no, we should just investigate, think about things through. Anyway, more Bill Burr that we haven't done. I have a whole playlist on my channel for Bill Burr. So, you know, do me a favor, you know, watch the playlist. Let me know other things that I haven't caught by him. Watch another video on the channel with the like button, hit the sub button, check out my new single. It's called Let Him Go. You know what I'm saying? Check that out. Click the link in the description below. And love you guys. Gotta go.